Yep, it's true. I was accidentally clicker trained, but it's not what it looks like, okay? Okay, first of all, little disclaimer. I'm not a puppy girl. I'm so sorry if that's why you clicked on this video. That's not the case. Definitely something adjacent. It's probably something more of a kitty boy, perhaps. Sorry. But, no, this is not like a weird, this is not like a trans thing or anything, okay? This is not a fetish thing. I don't think so, at least. Just, okay, I'll get into it, okay? So, as a little bit of context, I mention in my other videos constantly that, I've lived my entire life practically affection starved. Not just touch starved, affection in general starved, okay? Even simple gestures like compliments do things to me, and it straight up kills my dopamine receptors, okay? I made a video a little while back called Compliments Make Me Hard, which is unfortunately a very true story based on true events that actually happened. Screw my stupid life. Totally watch it though, it's not as bad as you think it is, but take the title with a grain of salt, please, preferably. Really though, the stuff I mentioned in that video will tie greatly into today's story, just a teeny weeny bit. So hold on to your butts, because stuff is about to get serious. Today's story starts less than a year ago, just towards the end of last summer, leading into fall. I had an online friend group at the time, and we decided to make a Discord server for ourselves, because that's where all the wonders of the World Wide Web are known to happen. Like, for example, this stupid YouTube channel. And by this point, we had this Discord server for a good long while. We've all been pretty decent friends for a few years, and stuff is going just fine. You know what I mean? That stuff was all fine and dandy for a little while, until a little while back, a few months ago, when one of my friends in particular and I started joking about the whole puppy girl thing on the internet. We just thought it was freaking hilarious, okay? And we'd make fun of it like all of the time. And no disrespect or anything if you're one of them, but I just thought it was really funny, okay? And one of the things that we did, I remember making a video. It was a 5-second long video where the first frame is just white, okay? So you don't really know what the video is going to be until you click on it. Then once you click on it, it immediately switches up and the text says "good girl" on it, and then there's a freaking clicker sound in the background. And that video sort of did its rounds with my little stupid friend group or whatever. And my friend, who was a minor by the way, if that matters, added the stupid clicker sound to our server, okay? And look, I'm about to play it here for demonstrative purposes, so if you just so happen to be clicker trained or something like that, a heads up, okay? For some of you out there, because I know some of y'all are probably freaking freaks, man, okay? Yeah, so that's the sound right there. It's not nothing really special. If you don't really have a reaction to it, then it probably just sounds like a really stupidly I don't know, maybe a satisfying sound to you or something. Well, not to me. Yeah, at first it was totally harmless, okay, until people started using it after giving compliments to me. And if you watched my other video called Compliments Make Me Hard, you might know that compliments are very impactful to me, okay? And I quickly and subconsciously associated the clicker sound with those positive comments, okay? So typically it'd be someone would use the clicker and they'd say something stupid like "good boy" or something, right? And obviously they were joking and everything. At least I'm pretty sure they were joking. I don't think anyone was intentionally trying to clicker train me, but that's just kind of how it played out, okay? Still, nonetheless, it happened, okay? And am I proud of it? No, not exactly. I wish I could probably change it so that it didn't happen, but whatever, that's besides the point. And yes, okay, I liked it, okay? I liked it. Dude, it was good, alright? Every single time I heard the clicker sound after the fact, whether there was a compliment associated or not, I just felt so euphoric and fuzzy all over, and it was I got the same reaction as if someone were to just be complimenting me normally, and it felt so weird to me, man. And as I mentioned in my other video, this is a feeling, this feeling of euphoria is so overwhelming that I can't even think straight. I just feel so overjoyed that my brain just practically shuts off and I can't freaking do anything. I start stuttering, I start blushing and everything. It's what do you want me to freaking do, man? I can't do anything. And obviously I felt really weird about it, okay? And eventually I got to the point where I was on and off begging my friend to remove the sound. It's I couldn't tell him why, dude. I couldn't freaking tell him. So he just was super duper confused, and he wasn't removing the sound because he thought I was just joking around or something. I don't really know. And what was I going to say to him, okay? Every time I hear it, It just makes me feel like such a submissive little kitty cat. Wrong. No, that's not gonna do the trick, buddy. Not gonna happen, okay? I think it literally took maybe about a month for me to just like work up the courage for me to just put on my poker face and just tell him, dude, listen, okay? You gotta get rid of it. I can't tell you why, but you gotta trust me, okay? You gotta take my hand. You gotta trust me, all right? Delete the sound. And he eventually agreed and he got rid of it and he didn't even ask, okay? However, I feel like he probably had a feeling that like I was like getting off to it or something like that. I don't know, potentially throwing that out there. And okay, here's the weird part. Once the sound was gone, I, in my typical fashion, was starting to crave it. Oh my gosh. I don't know why, okay? It was like I was experiencing freaking withdrawal symptoms or something, bro. Like a freaking recovering, like, smoker or something like that. Every time I cut away from that za, dude, I just... Oh man, it got me feeling some type of way, man. Like I wanted to get my hands on it again. Except in this case, it was like with a clicker or something like that. And you know, there were times when I would probably like, you know, go on YouTube and like search up the freaking sound just to feel something again. It was bad, okay? And you know, my withdrawal symptoms normally pertained to like depressive stuff. Like I don't really know exactly how to describe it. Like in addition to just general cravings, like I'd feel like super duper sad and everything. And I just like wished that somebody would like play the clicker sound for me to make me feel wanted again. It was really freaking weird, okay? Now, eventually those withdrawal symptoms did go away as I stopped, like, looking up the clicker sound and trying to seek it out, and eventually it left me alone, and that was good. But, okay, whenever, even nowadays, okay, whenever I do occasionally come across the clicker sound again, it has the exact same effect on me as it did when I was first being clicker trained accidentally on purpose. No, not on purpose, accidentally. And it is very, very, very embarrassing, okay? It doesn't happen very regularly, okay? But it still happens from time to time, and it's problematic media, bro. That's all I gotta say. It's problematic Diddy media. And you know, sometimes I wonder, like, am I just freaking stuck like this right now? Is there ever going to be a day when I'm not going to be clicker trained? Like, am I just gonna be able to grow out of it? I don't even know, dude. And, you know, at this point, I'm probably gonna be freaking hypnotized one of these days and brutally murdered by, like, some freaking girl who uses it to her advantage or something like that. But hey, that's just the price you gotta pay, huh? However, okay, again, dude, yes, okay, I like it, okay? I should probably clarify, you know, I said this earlier in the video, that this is not a sexual thing, you know, never goon or something, I don't freaking know, okay? I don't really see this as a fetish because it's not like I'm getting off to it or anything. I'm not, like, straddling my hog with both hands to the freaking sound of a clicker. Like, that's not what's going on here, okay? Still, it's definitely pretty weird that I let this happen to me. I feel like I probably could have done something about it, but, you know, I don't know, man. I secretly really, really liked it. I just really like it, dude. In fact, I even added the sound back into the server because I secretly missed the sound a ton. And, you know, I tried to play it off as a joke or whatever. It's like, oh, no, guys. No. I just thought it was funny, guys. Come on, let's have a good laugh with each other. And, you know, now, whenever I do hear it, like, it just makes me want to curl up into a little ball and get petted or something. Like, I don't know. I just want to, like, curl up in your lap or something. Like, yeah, okay, something's wrong with me. Whatever. Still, though, I don't know why I let this happen to me. Again, like, the affection starvation thing, like, I guess, I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm way too susceptible to positive reinforcement like that. Like, anyone could easily tame me, and all they'd need would be a clicker and to compliment me from time to time, and maybe pat me on my stupid head. That's, like, literally all it would take. And no, that is not a call to action, okay? Do not groom me, do not flirt with me, and do not even think about touching me without my permission. I will freaking die instantly, okay? My brain can only take so much positivity before it short circuits, and it just breaks, dude. So pretty, please just be gentle with me. Capiche? Okay. Actually, the most recent thing I could think about that happened with this, but the time that I'm recording this was last night, actually. I was mentioning the fact that I was working on this video, and I was in VC, and I asked them, like, do you guys want a spoiler? And they were like, yeah, we want a spoiler. So I told one of the guys in there the title of the video, which is I accidentally got clicker trained. And no freaking joke, this guy literally gets out of his room for a second, finds a dog clicker, and freaking starts using it on me, and it made me feel so freaking bad because I literally started blushing. Why does this happen to me, dude? Why does this freaking happen? And then this morning, okay, I wake up bright and early, I check our DMs, and then he literally freaking sends me an audio clip of him using the clicker and calling me a good boy. Are we freaking serious? Dude, this is like highly problematic, okay? I really hope I grow out of this eventually, because this is like, it's a lot to take in. I don't know. I'm just too sensitive, man, and I get so nervy, and it's just, anyways, I don't really have anything else to say. So, moral of the story, be mindful about how you're talking to people, and please be cautious about who you're using a clicker on, because you might see sides of them that you're not quite ready for. Me, I mean, dude, sometimes if I hear a clicker sound, I gotta freaking mute up, because who's to say what could possibly happen, dude? I'm alright, man. I'm okay. So yeah, overall, be careful with your friends, and be extra careful with me, because I'm very fragile and might break or something. Anywho, yeah, I would like to mention that I have a Discord server now. Come on in, make yourself at home. We are a very friendly and inclusive community to everybody, except for like a few particular minorities, but you know, hey, as long as you're not a part of those, you'll be fine. Kidding, of course. Additionally, take a look here, we got some fan arts. This stuff is the freaking bomb. I love it to bits. Thank you to everybody who has been drawing these pictures. They're freaking hilarious, and a lot of them are really, really cute, and I appreciate y'all a lot. And last but not least, I would like to mention the fact that I have a channel membership. Not pressuring you to give me money, obviously. It's like $5 a month or something. I'll do fine without it, but if you feel like you really want to support me, then hit the join button, and yeah. But it's up to you, though. I would never force anything on you if you didn't want to. Consent freaking rules! But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for embarking on this really fascinating little adventure with me, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Oh whoa, ooh woo, :3, onomatopoeia like rar XD.